Hey everyone, so I'm doing well, not necessarily a review. It's I guess more of like a tutorial on how to fix a leak on an engine oil leak on a 2021 Volkswagen Atlas. Okay, I've noticed I had a small leak. I've got the 2.0 turbo in this 2021 Atlas. Okay, and initially I thought that it was this. I do my own oil changes, and there's an O-ring on this filter housing. When you take it off, you're supposed to change that O-ring, and I change it every time, and I thought maybe that's where my leak was coming from. It's not that. Did some research online, and I'm gonna take you around and show you kind of what I did. Oh, I got a bunch of tools out and everything. So down here on your crankcase, you got your seal here, right? And this is just a press fit in seal. This is the old one. You got to get it ripped out. This is where it was leaking from. So there's a skid plate that goes under here, and I had to remove it. And I noticed that I was building up oil, and it was just a couple of drops at first, and it slowly started getting bigger and bigger. And you can kind of see down here where I've got some oil leaking, okay? And it was all coming from here. When I got my pulley off, your harmonic balancer, I got it off. You could see the stream where it was coming from down here, you know. And kind of just showing you basically on how to do it, and what you kind of need to do it. All right. I'm a big do-it-yourselfer, try to save some money. And these cars can be expensive if you don't know what you're doing. So let's kind of get into it, right? This is the old seal, okay? You can kind of see where I kind of knurled it up getting it out. There's a tool to get it out, right? You're gonna need one of these tools, and I'm not gonna, I just put this in. I wasn't even gonna do this video, but I couldn't find one online specifically for a Volkswagen Atlas, so that's why I'm doing it. You need this tool here. It's a gasket puller, and you just kind of hook it in, and you kind of lever it out. And that's you can kind of see the first couple attempts I made on it kind of gnarled up the old gasket. But yeah, I guess there's pros and cons to both of these. You would think there would be a better seal, but at the same time, a better type of seal, but at the same time, it is easy to replace. I went on Amazon and bought a kit to, hold this balancer, and this has got these prongs that go in these holes. So you got your 4 holes there. I had the hardest time trying to make this stay on there, and what I ended up doing was I had an old belt, and I took this old belt and I wrapped it around the main pulley and my AC, and that held it for me to break it loose. Now, with the kit that this came with, which the one tool that I do believe was helpful was this. This right here seats in here with your gasket. You slide your gasket on here, and it'll evenly press it in. And you take your bolt, run it through this, and just until it bottoms out. You don't want to get it too tight, because once you get it too tight, you're not going to be able to get it out, because your engine's going to start turning over, and then it's stuck. You've got no way to hold your engine tight. So don't tighten it too tight. Just get it till it stops, and then back it off. Okay, it's going to be pressed in, and then you're going to solve your leak. Now, I'm going to stop the video here in a second, because I'm going to need both my hands to get this thing put back together. And then if I've uploaded it and you're watching it, that means that it ended up being a success. To put this back on, it's keyed one way. See all these little teeth on here? There's one big tooth, and it lines up with the big tooth in here. So you can only put it on one way. So I recommend, while you're doing this, I bought a new belt, because you got to take your belt off anyways to get in here to this. to change your belt out. You're taking it off anyways, you might as well put a new one on. But yeah, I've been doing it for about an hour now. It's my first time doing it, and you're gonna have to. I've got the what I'm losing my mind right now, y'all. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of this piece. But anyways, you got to take all these screws out. They go from here all the way down and under, and you can move it out of the way. And that's how you're going to get access to this. But once you have access to this, it's pretty straightforward and simple. Yeah, not a single video online for exactly how to do it for a 2001 Atlas. I think it's pretty much the same for 2018 and up if you've got the 2.0 turbo. So, yeah, just a helpful tip, right? You can kind of see where my oil was leaking right here. I guess as soon as I get this done, I'm going to change the oil in it again, and I'm going to monitor it and make sure it worked. But anyways, if it helped, and I hope it does.